Hello Man United fans. We are thrilled to welcome you to our channel. Unite United News. Let's dive in it. Manchester United's new manager shakes up the Premier League. Manchester United fans have had a rough go of it lately, with the team languishing near the bottom of the Premier League table. But things are about to change in a big way. United has brought in a dynamic new manager, Ruben Amorim, who is ready to turn the club around. Amorim is a young, up-and-coming coach who just led Sporting Lisbon to great success in Portugal. Now he's making the jump to one of the biggest clubs in the world. And he's not wasting any time. Amorim flew straight to Manchester this week to start meeting with the team and get to work. The first order of business? Sitting down with interim manager Ruud van Nistelrooy to discuss the future. Van Nistelrooy has been steadying the ship at United since the disastrous start to the season under previous manager Erik ten Hag. But with Amorim now in charge, Van Nistelrooy's role is uncertain. Amorim also made a dramatic entrance, arriving at United's training ground with a police escort. It seems the new boss is wasting no time and means serious business. So what can we expect from Ruben Amorim and Manchester United going forward? Let's dive in. Amorim arrives and meets with Van Nistelrooy. On Monday, November 11th, Ruben Amorim and his 5-person coaching staff landed in Manchester after a flight from Portugal. Amorim was immediately whisked away by police to United's Carrington training ground, where he was set to meet with interim boss Ruud van Nistelrooy. According to reports, holding talks with Van Nistelrooy about his future role would be Amorim's top priority. Van Nistelrooy has been in interim charge of United since the end of October, overseeing an unbeaten run of 4 games, including a 3-0 win over Leicester City just yesterday. About a legend of the club. He did a great job. I have to talk with him tomorrow, Monday. Then I will explain everything. I am very clear and I will tell you like it is, Amorim said after his final game with Sporting Lisbon. Let's wait until tomorrow. It will be interesting to see if Van Nistelrooy is able to keep a role with United under the new management. The 48-year-old Dutch legend has remained tight-lipped about his future, saying only that the future is open after the Leicester win. Amorim's backroom staff Carlos Fernandes, Adilio Candido, Paulo Barrera, Emmanuel Ferro, and Jorge Vital will initially stay at the Lowry Hotel in Manchester, while the new boss meets with Van Nistelrooy. This suggests Amorim values the tight-knit team he's assembled and wants to keep them involved. Slow start due to visa process. One challenge Amorim will face in his first week is the visa process. As a new manager coming to the UK, he needs to complete the necessary paperwork before he can officially start work, including taking training sessions. Club sources say this is a completely standard procedure for new players or coaches. While Amorim is allowed to visit Carrington for meetings, he won't be able to formally begin his duties until the visa is finalized, which may not happen until next week. This means Amorim will spend his first few days in Manchester holding talks with United's new leadership team, sporting director Dan Ashworth, technical director Jason Wilcox, and CEO Omar Barada. The club's approach to transfers is likely to be a key topic of discussion. Amorim's assistant coaches will stay at the Lowry Hotel, the same place where former United manager Jose Mourinho lived during his time at the club. So while the new boss gets to work, his staff will be settling in and preparing for when they can fully join him. Despite the slow start, United fans are no doubt eager to see what Amorim can bring to the team. His successful stint at Sporting Lisbon has many believing he has the tactical acumen and motivational skills to turn things around at Old Trafford. Potential transfer targets. Once Amorim gets the green light to officially start his job, one of his top priorities will be assessing the squad and determining what additions may be needed in the January transfer window. One player the report mentions as a potential target is Victor Gyokeres from Sporting Lisbon. The Swedish striker has a hefty £82 million release clause, but there is said to be an agreement in place to allow him to leave for around £60 million. Gyokeres was a key player for Amorim at Sporting, so it's not surprising he may want to bring the 24-year-old goalscorer with him to United. The Red Devils have already invested heavily in strikers like Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee, but Gyokeres' proven ability could make him an attractive addition. Another intriguing name is Ngolo Kante, the French midfield maestro who currently plays for Saudi Arabian club Al Ittihad. Both United and Real Madrid are said to be interested in signing the 33-year-old World Cup winner, who is reportedly available for just €15 million. While Kante may be past his absolute peak, he could still provide valuable experience and leadership to United's midfield. With question marks over the long-term futures of players like Mason Mount and Casemiro, Kante could be a smart short-term fix. The report also mentions that United may try to poach striker Christopher Nkuku from Chelsea. The 26-year-old has struggled with injuries since joining the Blues, but has shown flashes of the quality that made him a Ballon d'Or contender during his time at RB Leipzig. Bringing in a proven, versatile attacker like Nkuku could add some much-needed star power to United's front line. And with Chelsea potentially open to selling, it could present an opportunity for the Red Devils to capitalize. Of course, Amorim will have the final say on United's transfer activity, but these are some of the names that have been linked with the club in the early days of the Portuguese manager's tenure. Alejandro Garnacho attracting interest. One United player who has already impressed this season is 20-year-old winger Alejandro Garnacho. The young Argentine has scored 7 goals and provided 4 assists across all competitions, emerging as a rare bright spot in an otherwise difficult campaign. Garnacho's form has now caught the eye of Atletico Madrid, who are reportedly plotting a move to bring the player back to Spain. Atletico are said to have made a €40 million offer, plus the addition of midfielder Pablo Barrios, in an attempt to lure Garnacho away from Old Trafford. However, United are believed to be holding out for a fee closer to €60 million for their talented youngster. Garnacho has already shown he has the quality to perform at the highest level, and the Red Devils will be reluctant to part ways with such a promising prospect, especially with a new manager coming in. Amorim will no doubt see Garnacho as a key part of United's future. The winger's speed, skill and eye for goal make him an exciting talent, and the new boss will surely want to build around players like him. Losing Garnacho to Atletico would be a major blow to United's rebuild plans. It will be interesting to see if Amorim can fend off Atletico's advances and keep Garnacho at Old Trafford. The Argentine's development under a progressive young manager like Amorim could be crucial to United's long-term success. A new era begins at Old Trafford. In many ways, the arrival of Ruben Amorim marks the start of a new era for Manchester United. The 39-year-old Portuguese coach represents a significant change in direction for the club after the disappointment of the Erik ten Hag era. Amorim has a track record of success, having led Sporting Lisbon to the Portuguese league title in 2021. He's known for his aggressive, high-pressing style of play and strong man-management skills. These qualities could be exactly what United need to turn things around. Unlike other high-profile managerial appointments, the club is taking a relatively low-key approach to Amorim's arrival. There will be no big unveiling ceremony. Instead, he'll get straight to work behind the scenes before addressing the media next week. This measured approach suggests the new Ineos ownership group, which took over United earlier this year, is focused on stability and steady progress rather than flashy statements. They'll be hoping Amorim can quietly rebuild the team and restore the club to its former glory. Of course, the players will be eager to prove themselves to the new boss. Established stars like Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford will want to cement their place in the starting 11, while young talents like Garnacho will be hoping to impress Amorim and cement their own United futures. It won't be an easy task, as United currently sit 12th in the Premier League table. But with Amorim's tactical acumen and the quality in the squad, there's reason for optimism that the Red Devils can climb back up the table and challenge for a spot in Europe next season. The arrival of Ruben Amorim is an exciting new chapter in Manchester United's history. The young Portuguese manager has a reputation for getting the best out of his teams through a combination of tactical innovation and strong man management. After a difficult start to the season, United fans will be hoping Amorim can provide the spark the team needs to turn things around. His first order of business will be deciding the future role of interim boss Ruud van Nistelrooy, before assessing the squad and potentially bringing in new signings in January. Players like Alejandro Garnacho have already shown their quality this season, and will be hoping to impress the new manager. Meanwhile, Amorim may look to bring in some of his former Sporting Lisbon stars, like striker Victor Gyokeres, to bolster the United squad. It won't be an easy task, but Amorim has the pedigree to succeed at the highest level. With the backing of United's new ownership group, he'll be expected to restore the club to its former glory and get them challenging for trophies once again. United fans will no doubt be eagerly anticipating Amorim's first game in charge, which is set for November 24th against Ipswich Town in the FA Cup. It's the start of a new era at Old Trafford, and one that could see the Red Devils reclaim their place among the Premier League elite. Come on, you Red Devils!